Delaware by Blue Flag, class 1995.
and welcome to the graduation of the class of 1995. I am Catherine Wald, the senior class president of this class. We are here this evening at Cecil R. Rhodes Stadium to celebrate, as a class, our individual accomplishments over the past 12 years. I would like to thank all of the parents, relatives, and friends who are able to share this special ceremony with us tonight. Because without your support and encouragement, this would have been a more difficult, if not impossible, goal to reach. The administrators, counselors, and teachers who are also here this evening deserve a sincere thank you for everything they have done to make these past 4 years memorable, as well as their help preparing us for our futures. In particular, I would like to thank Ms. Zaratsky, our class advisor, for helping us plan the junior prom, the Sweethearts Dance, Cougar Mania, the Junior-Senior Assembly, and of course our senior prom, which were all a great success. Making our senior year so enjoyable was the phenomenal participation in class activities and good-humored help which was offered in all circumstances. This can only be attributed to the individuals of this wonderful graduating class. Tonight, from 4 of these remarkable students, we will be fortunate enough to hear speeches. They are Reflections by John Smith, Fond Memories by Crystal Sweeney, Beginnings by Nathan Nelson, and Climbing by Jen Curran. Between the speeches, the chorus, directed by Miss Rhodes, will treat us to a small performance of 3 songs to remember and carry with us as we travel in our separate directions. Dawn Collins will now introduce our esteemed guests. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome. Tonight, we are very proud to have several distinguished guests to join us in our graduation ceremonies for the class of 1995. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our honorable guests. Mr. Royal Skiles, Principal of Northeast High School. Delegate Joan Cadden. Senator Philip Chimeno. Delegate Victoria Shade, a former graduate of Chesapeake High School. Mr. Thomas Twombly, the Vice President of the Anne Arundel County Board of Education. And Mr. Terry Gillen, the Student Board Member.
Good evening. First of all, before talking about the awards and the honor students of this class, I'd like to introduce our foreign exchange students. We had 4 with us this year, 3 of which I believe are here, sitting over here. If they would stand while I say their name. First from Spain, Laura Calvo. From Hong Kong, Yoki Chan. I'll try. From Poland, Patricia Kravchuk. Okay. Our 4th foreign exchange student was from Belarus, Alina Zarakovich. At this time, I would like to recognize the top 5% of this graduating class. But before I name them, I would like to say this about this extremely gifted class, academically and other ways besides that we'll talk about. I will introduce 20 students who are the top 5% of this class and recognize them and ask them to stand. But it should also be noted that another 31 students in this class have a grade point average above 3.5. Now, the students in the top 5%, when I read your name, I ask you to stand and face the bleachers. First, Rebecca A. Adamarchuk. Jennifer A. Bernardi. Helen Bowie. Sharon M. Cavey, Jennifer R. Curran, Christina L. Degentesh, Cora H. Howland, J. P. Kimmel, Kathleen Neese, Matthew McAlowitz, Camelia L. Owens, Robert L. Reiser, Charles M. Seamer, Christopher L. Timmons, Olga Lenina Ulrich, Catherine S. Wald, and Jennifer N. Whedon. If Megan Schwartz would come up. As you know, at graduation, we recognize the salutatorians and the valedictorians from this class, both weighted and unweighted. Megan's in that unique position of being the salutatorian, whether we do it weighted or unweighted. Congratulations. If Melanie Vincent and Jamie Jones would come up, please. Melanie, if you have read the Maryland Gazette in the past weeks, you know Melanie's story. Melanie came to us from Duquesne Senior High School in Pennsylvania with a straight A average. She has continued here at Chesapeake. Melanie will attend the University of Maryland this fall, and we recognize Melanie as one of our valedictorians. Jamie Jones is also a valedictorian of this class. Jamie has been in honors classes throughout. She has taken 7 advanced placement courses: Modern European, Advanced Placement U.S. History, Chemistry, English, Biology, Physics, Calculus. Jamie will attend Vanderbilt this fall. Dr. Twombly?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I bring greetings from your school board. This is a day for the graduates. 20 years ago, in a graduation just like this, I was sitting there just like you. Please remember, graduates, that this is also a very important day for many people who are very close to you. Mothers, fathers, stepmothers, stepfathers, sisters, brothers, stepsisters, stepbrothers, grandfathers, grandmothers, relatives, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, teachers, principals, coaches, advisors, other school system employees. What a list. I would just like to share with you a few thoughts and a poem before you graduate. I've been lucky in my life to have many challenges at a very early age. The one thing that has always served me well in my life is my ability to take calculated risk. My favorite poem describes this situation quite well. The poem is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and I looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I would ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. May you live long and prosper, go into life and use those tenacious Chesapeake Cougar skills you've developed. Thank you very much.
Slowed down before a stop sign last week, my mind became cluttered with random thoughts. Thoughts of making practice on time, the death of my grandmother, completing a paper, thoughts of my girlfriend's face, leaving for college, losing touch with my friends, thoughts of insecurity, apprehension, the meaning of life, is there a God, where was I going again? Getting myself together, I noticed in my rearview mirror the reflection of a young boy about 5 or 6 years old. He was on a tiny bicycle, pedaling briskly, smiling at the colorful spring day. My head cleared and filled immediately with envy of this child. Now here I am, supposedly in a transition from adolescence to adulthood, and I long to be this kid, in this kid's size 3 Velcro Power Ranger shoes and Oshkosh Big Osh overalls. I want to be free of responsibility or complexity and unlearn whatever has caused me to forget his naive freedom. I drifted back to that young age and recalled the endless questions I asked my parents, the seeming immensity of the senior high school, my dreams of stepping into the goal of this lighted soccer field, the admiration I felt towards my older sisters, how I would imitate their male friends from the way they dressed to the way they spoke, and the awe with which I looked upon their graduation ceremony. The way I remembered it, everyone in cap and gown that day appeared to be so confident, secure, and collected. Could it be, I thought to myself, that underneath their poise and sunglasses, they were feeling the same anxiety that I'm feeling right now? As the little boy rode by, gazing at me with wide, idolatrous eyes, I knew the answer to my question. One by one, the links of his bike chain rotated around their track, turning the small tires about the sidewalk, sending the boy speedily around the corner. I regained my senses, accelerated through the intersection, looked back, and the child had disappeared. Thank you.